Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Noisy Neighbours podcast. It's the third one this evening. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. We are enjoying recording them for you. It's 10 to 11 now, Christian. How are we doing? Are you still going?
Been a busy one on it, but this one should be it's a fun one because it's the only area of the league which is still in contention. So it's going to be good.
You make a really good point. Yeah, that's right. Relegation is sorted. Obviously, Liverpool are the champions. This is it. We're on here to talk about the top 5 places for Champions League qualification. 6th is Europa League. 7th is the Conference League, I think. Yeah. And then there's so many other implications involved with if Palace beat you, they'll get a Europa League spot. So that'd be another. Yeah. Obviously, United and Spurs, one of them is somehow getting into the Champions League. But let's just focus on the top 5 positions. They are automatic Champions League qualifications because of the coefficient. We get 5 places this year. Yeah. So Manchester City, obviously the team you support, Christian, it's the first time you've been in a top 4-5 race
for a very long
time. I don't think you've ever really been in one under Pep.
His first season was the first one.
First season, but you ended really strongly. So I think you were always going to come third. So let's look at the league table now. Newcastle have had a good run. That's put them up to third. Just looking at the league table
really
now.
Really important win against Chelsea.
There's 2 games left for everyone. Now, this is it. Newcastle 66, City 65, Chelsea 63, Villa 63, Forest 62. So, at this stage of the season, fixtures are a massive implication here. Yeah. Because, let's say, for example, somebody has Ipswich and Leicester left, you can give them 6 points. If you don't, or if you're playing each other, you can't. So we'll go into it in a little bit of detail, and then we will talk about your predictions and where you obviously expect City to get to. Yeah. So let's look at the fixtures. So we've got 2 fixtures left. Arsenal, firstly. We'll do Arsenal and Newcastle because they play each other. Yeah. Arsenal got Southampton last game of the season. Oh, tough one.
For some.
Newcastle have got Everton at home. So I think they're going to both win those 2 games. So that would then... And then they play each other in the game before those. So the second slot, their next game is against each other, Newcastle and Arsenal. So they're going to take points off each other. I assume, from your perspective, weirdly, you want Arsenal to win that.
Yeah. I think we're settled. I think we're settled on Arsenal being above, so I think that'd do us more favours, or a draw would be really good as well.
Yeah. Because Arsenal are 3 points ahead of you, and they've got better goal difference. So if they lose to Newcastle, they beat Southampton, they finish above City. If you win out, so if Arsenal win both, you could look at third, which is a nice little. You want to come as high as you want, obviously, and also it sort of drags Newcastle down in the event of City struggling. Again, say if you lost to one of the 2 teams, it drags them down.
I can't see, just on that one, I can't see Newcastle beating Arsenal again, and I can't see them beating them at the Emirates. I feel like Arsenal fans, the club, they really need a performance. I know they're playing for fuck all, but it's the end of the season. Yeah, I really think they need to put a performance in for. They did dig a performance out
on Sunday. I thought they were going to lose.
They did in the end.
So look, I think Arsenal will win out. So you can put pencil them in. And look, they've got Southampton, so you fully expect them to win them. Yeah. But then you've got Newcastle. They've got Everton at home. Last game of the season, Everton will be really getting their passports ready to go on holiday, and they will have already played their last game at Goodison, which is really the end of their season. Yeah. So let's go. Let's say Newcastle are going to get 3 points, Arsenal 6.
I think we're both agreed on that, yeah.
Okay, so in the event of that puts Arsenal comfortably second on 74 points.
Yeah.
Newcastle will be 69 points. City are currently on 65. So for you to leapfrog Newcastle, if they lose to Arsenal, you'd have to win both of your games. Let's get to the 2 City games, Christian.
Yeah. Bournemouth and I'll call this exactly how I honestly believe it as well. I'm not just going to be standard... we'll win. You know what I mean? I'm actually going to put some thought into it.
Bournemouth at home is your next game. Yeah. Last game of the season is Fulham away. Now, Bournemouth and Fulham are 10th and 11th, respectively.
Yeah.
Realistically, for them boys, the highest they can come is 8th.
Yeah.
Which is a good season. Well, look, I mean, 10th is a good season, really. 10th and 11th. Fucking hell, I wish United were there.
Yeah.
So, what do you? I mean, put it this way, Christian. I'm just looking at these points here. Obviously, we'll get to Chelsea and Villa because effectively it would have to be Villa who would jump you.
Yeah.
And obviously Chelsea as well. So you've got to just basically do a little bit better than Chelsea and Villa. I think you've got to definitely win one of those two.
Yeah, you have.
2 draws, or obviously, Christ, if you lost 2, I think you'd definitely come in 6th. I think a win and a draw and you'd be fine. Even a win and a loss, I think you'd be okay.
Yeah.
What do you think for those 2 games? Do you think Bournemouth at home is the one you want to win?
Okay, yeah. So looking at it from the outside, you would go, the tougher game would be Bournemouth. But City are quite a good team at home, even this season. I would go, I think we will beat Bournemouth. But I do think we will drop points away at Fulham. I think they've got a system which we've seen has damaged us all year. Fast attackers.
Well, one in particular.
Yeah, one guy in particular that we're all thinking of. I think you won about 500-600 quid on him once.
I did.
When he was at Wolves, wasn't it?
One of my best bets, yeah.
I think so. Look, that's genuinely what I think. I think 4 points from the last 2 games. I do think we'll beat Bournemouth. I think that'll get over the line. Bournemouth haven't got a lot to play for, have they? So, I'll go City beat Bournemouth. Fulham, I think, a point last game of the season.
Okay, 4 points will put you on 69, which would be the same as Newcastle if they win. If they win one, lose one. Goal difference. There's a goal between you and Newcastle, so it would be very close. I think it'd come down to how heavily.
Who's the goal more?
You're a goal better than them.
Right. Okay.
Weirdly, you've both scored very similar and both conceded very similar. It's not like weighted one way or the other. They've actually got one more goal than you, which is fucking mad. You've got 2. Your defence has let 2 goals in less than them. I mean, it's just, I don't know what's gone on this season.
You deserve sacking Dan Burn.
Let's say, so City have got to win one, right? If you lost both, this is when Chelsea and Villa could jump you. This would be catastrophic for City to drop into the Europa League. I can't really imagine it. But then again, I couldn't imagine United, and now we might be back in the Champions League. But that's a different convo. Okay, Chelsea, 63 points. They're 2 points behind you, and so are Villa. I tell you what, side note, that late goal against Villa, mate, if you'd have drawn that game against huge. Villa, you would be on 63, and Villa would be above you on 64.
Yeah. It's massive. Nunez saved the season. Imagine if he went back and saw that TikTok.
Yeah. Nunez has fucked the cross up.
He's fucking... Nunez has saved the season.
Anyone wondering what that is, my brother against Tottenham, Maddison short corner, straight to Nunez. You've got to go and find the short. It was brilliant. We were on a dual watch along. I was in turmoil after Patrick Dorgu snapped somebody's Hutchinson's leg for no reason, and Onana decided to chuck a cross in. But that's what the season's been like for me. And Christian, mate, it's a brilliant clip. You've got to go and find it way back in the shorts whenever it was earlier this year. Fuck me. I just realised that, by the way. So that the Nunez winner against Villa has put you. Okay, you'd be level on points with Chelsea, 5th and 6th. So let's look at Chelsea.
What's the goal difference with Chelsea and City currently?
You're 5 goals better off.
Okay, so that's pretty safe.
So you would have been take the one off of the Nunez. It'd be 4. You would be 5th. You would be 5th. Chelsea would be 6th if Nunez didn't bag in the last minute against Villa. Chelsea have got Man United on Friday night. Maybe a little watch along. I don't know. Have I got more hell left in me? If you bring me down any further than I am at the minute, I won't even care about Wednesday.
You'll have no hair left on your head if you keep doing these watch-alongs. Same with me with City, to be honest.
Look at my beard. I've seen see that grey hair. I don't forget.
The top of my old head's gone grey.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking City.
That's just one top 4 race. This is fucking years of shit. Right. Chelsea have got United and Forest. Okay, Forest. So they've got United at home. That's going to be a win. United are just awful. Watch us go and you fucking top. Honestly, I wouldn't rule it out. But with the Europa League final. Saying that, Friday to Wednesday, you've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He'll probably play a reasonably strong team. I don't know what that means.
What difference does that make?
That's a good point, yeah. You'd probably be better with the kids. Forest away. I think Chelsea will beat Forest. Forest have fell off severely. We will give them a little bit of a look at, but if you're drawing at home to Leicester on a Champions League charge, good God. Villa have got Spurs and United the last 2 games.
I wanted to speak about this one, Alex, because
I bet you're a bit nervous.
It's weird, right? Villa, on paper, you look at it and just be like, fucking hell, that's a rough one to, they're racing for top 4 and they got them 2. But the way Spurs and United are playing, just watch Spurs against Palace and watch United against West Ham at the weekend. It's just, I know you can never rule out and you can never say it's as simple as that. Football's never that easy. But the way they're both playing, Villa could have the easiest run of the lot.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what we've got to look at. Because
right. So let's just go through it. This is what I'll give you your predictions based on what you just told. Sorry, what do you think Chelsea are going to do? United at home, Forest away.
United will be Forest away. Oh, that's tough. That is really tough. I think a draw.
Okay, draw. Villa, you're giving 6 points to Villa. That's a big swing, by the way. Right, we'll get into it.
Yeah, you'd have to on the path for the 2 teams.
I'll be able to work this out. So Arsenal are going to 6 out of 6. They're going to come second. You are going to finish on 69 points. Newcastle are going to finish on 69 points. Villa are going to finish on 69 points, based on Christian's predictions here. Chelsea will finish on 67 and will miss out. The order of those, City and Newcastle will depend on how heavily they beat Everton, how heavily you beat Bournemouth, if your predictions are right. Oh, no, sorry, they're losing to Arsenal, you're not. So I would imagine City 3rd, Newcastle 4th, Villa 5th, Chelsea will miss out if they draw that Forest game.
Yeah.
Now,
what do you
think? If City draw and win, you are almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
It would take an astronomical, goal difference from Villa to jump them. I appreciate they are playing.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. I can't believe you've added that up. Fuck me. God. Against Tottenham, who have got, what is their defensive record this year? Amarim will be changing 4 centre-backs in the 15th minute just for a laugh, just to really wind me up.
Right. No, Christian,
I can't believe that is what you just told me.
Christian, Villa's goal difference is +7. They would have to make up 17 goals on you.
God.
With those 2 games. So
10-0 against Spurs, 8 against United.
I appreciate you.
And they'd end up a goal above.
I've got to be honest. I'm taking Zach to that fucking United game, last game of the season. My son,
Zach will be cheering the wrong fucking team scoring.
Rashford.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going into Forest or are we just binning them off? They're on 61 points.
Yeah, I think they've sealed their own
fate. If they beat Chelsea, they could get in, but I just don't see it, to be honest. I think they'd have to rely on Villa and Chelsea losing both. And we've looked at Villa's fixtures and Chelsea.
We've seen Forest. Forest don't even fancy it now themselves. I mean, we saw Mr. Kebab Bollocks. He thinks it's done, doesn't he? That's why he was stomping round.
I think so, mate. Yeah. So looking at that, City are in trouble. The only way City can miss out is if you lose one. If City win one, lose one, and Chelsea and Villa win 2 out of 2, City will come 6th.
Yeah.
So City just need to basically beat Bournemouth, draw to Fulham, or obviously win both. If you lose one, the best you can finish on 68. Villa and Chelsea can both finish on 69. So there's a bit of, I would look, if you beat Bournemouth, you're going into that last game against Fulham just going, don't lose. Plus, you don't know what's going to happen with that Chelsea Forest game, like you said. But you've got to take care of business, and you, Christian. You've got to get 4 out of 6. 4 out of 6 points, unless United and Spurs give up a combined 18 goals to Villa, you are safe. So,
well, yeah, Alex, but that's based on us winning one of them last games. That performance against Southampton, Diaz whinging that they came to not play football. Yeah, well, you missed out an important part of that, pal, because so did we. Maybe if one of the teams turned up to play football, one of them would have got the fucking victory. We're shit, they're shit, hence the draw.
How disconnected can you be?
Oh, mate, I've seen some... Sorry, I know this is going off the point, anyone interested in this video, but I saw another video of Diaz today, Maya Jama, and she's posting, the Paps are chasing us, and he's in the fucking video. I thought, get rid of him, fucking sell him, I've had enough now. God, I tell you what, Fergie got rid of Beckham for fucking way less. Fergie got rid of Beckham just because he was associated with her. God, he's in the car, and Maya Jama's like, you know what, I want to give them a show because they're chasing us. And he sat there like a dickhead next to her. Oh, it's fucking awful.
It is. And I think as well, just on those Southampton comments, like Guardiola was embarrassed when they repeated them to him. And he said, I don't agree with him. But you could look at Guardiola and go, please tell me my centre-back and one of the captains...
One of the
captains has not gone post-game and gone, the worst team in Premier League history did not come and attack us and make it easy for us. Please tell me. Ruben Diaz did not say that in the post-match. He did.
Alex, I've been slowly... I really rated this guy when he came in, and his attitude off the pitch, his injury record, and now this shit in his personal life that's going on that I think is taking forefront of his footballing career. I think it's become a huge issue. And I think he's one of the names where we've won it all. I think he might be one of the ones that needs to bounce. And if he wants his fucking Saudi payday, it would relate well to where he's at in his personal life currently. So he's either got to bounce back. And I saw Southampton put that thing on their Instagram.
TikTok,
and it's just embarrassing. Like, why are we being associated with this shit? Like, I mean... It's a bit embarrassing from Southampton, I get it, but they're going down. What they might as well have a laugh.
Have a bit of a laugh, haven't they?
Yeah,
I thought it was funny. Yeah, fair play to them.
Got to do if they can take the piss out of another team, they might as well do it.
Look, you've drawn there. Just bow your head, get home, take care of business against Bournemouth. Don't come out and give any ammo to the. Well, they're not the worst team. Unfortunately, Derby are still the worst team, but. They were close to being.
The joke is, Alex, you know the last time with the situation where the worst team ever, which was Derby, do you know who drew to them that season?
City.
Yeah. So we've upheld our record of the two worst Premier League teams in history, and we've drew to fucking both of them.
Christian, are you concerned if you draw to Bournemouth? Are you concerned going into that Fulham game?
Oh, Alex, that's because that's the one I think will win because of the home advantage. If we draw that, you are in deep shit.
This is the thing, the way the fixtures are going to work out. Villa and Chelsea have got Spurs and United this weekend. Obviously, they're both on Friday because the Premier League has moved them both to Friday to give both our idiots time for the final.
Oh, is it? Right, okay.
Friday night, you will know. Well, we assume Chelsea and Villa will have won both those league games. You are going into Bournemouth. Are you playing? It must be next week. It must be a midweek game, is it?
Yeah,
because you've got FA Cup final.
I haven't actually looked.
You're not playing tomorrow, are you? No, you wouldn't be playing tomorrow, would you? You're not on tonight.
Let's just have a look. Christ, I don't even know. I actually don't know. This is awful podcasting from two guys.
It's after the FA Cup, Christian. It's Tuesday. Tuesday night. You've got a Tuesday night game. So you play Saturday, obviously FA Cup against Palace. Yeah. Then you've got Tuesday night. Fucking hell. You hope them Bournemouth boys ain't gunning for you. You want them to be like...
This is it. They will, though. We fucked their season up.
You want them to have their flip-flops on Tuesday, don't you? Let's be honest. I tell you what, that close turnaround, you've only got 2 days off before the Bournemouth game, right? Wow. Okay. Anyway.
We want them to have their flip-flops on. Alex, our fucking defenders play like they've got flip-flops on every fucking week.
Fucking Diaz. He's got his bloody...
Semenyo's going to be sprinting at that. Oh, no.
Diaz has his flip-flops on and his Louis Vuitton shorts. Are you not wearing the club gear, Ruben? Nah, mate, going straight onto private jet with Maya after this.
Oh, that's it, Alex. Another posting shit in next to a Lamborghini. That was today. I tell you what has actually happened with this guy? Because he came in, he's such a young lad, and it was like, he's the most obvious, next captain for City. What has happened with his mentality? What the fuck has gone on? Yes, you've won a lot of trophies.
Too early. Probably.
Yeah, just what has really happened in the space of time? And to be fair to Pep, I'm very shocked, because he's usually on this. with guys that think they're above the station. Apparently, Sancho was showing signs of this, and that's why he didn't want a part of Sancho. Well, why have we got Diaz pissing about and posting pictures next to an orange Lambo? And every time he goes on international duty, he's doing like these catwalk pictures of him in like an all leather outfit. He's a fucking idiot. He might play for my club, but I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just he's not gone through the pain of not winning, and this is his first taste of it, and he's spitting his dummy out, and he's in the showbiz shit now, which is not helping. But you are down as a 90% chance on here. I mean, I don't really know what these percentages mean. I guess it's like you said,
all XG bollocks similar to
assuming that. Yeah, probably. Newcastle 93, Arsenal 99. Obviously, Arsenal, I'm sure they're technically in, aren't they?
The joke is, them stats, Alex, will be linked to Doku having a 99.9% chance of taking on the fullback, but they also don't take into consideration he won't do anything after it.
I tell you what, Christian, the next, obviously, we'll do a proper FA Cup preview closer to Saturday, and then obviously the big watch along. But Saturday FA Cup final against Palace, Bournemouth Tuesday night. Those 3 days is your season, because look, if you lost both, you are staring down trophyless and Europa League. Because if you
see that glint in your eye, how excited you are at the prospect. God, you could barely say that without smiling, you bastard.
I'm dribbling as I'm suggesting it. So that's the thing. Unless Chelsea and Villa fuck up Friday, which if they do, they need investigating. Basically, if you lose to Bournemouth on the Tuesday, it's out of your hands, basically.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy scenario, but hey, look, there's a lot of things that have got to go wrong for you to do.
Anything can happen, but in reverse, obviously, you know my predictions on the matter. What would you say? And we won't go through it result by result, but who would you say standing wise? How much do you agree, disagree with my ending?
I agree with most. I think Chelsea will beat Forest, though. I do think Chelsea and Villa are going to go 2 for 2, which is funny because United are playing both, but clearly.
That's a dominating factor.
And I've just bought tickets today to take my son to one of them, so that's obviously great. Yeah. Well, I've paid for my membership all season and not been, so I thought, fuck it, right, we'll go to the last game. It was like 70 quid for 2 tickets. I got a cheap one. Jim must have been feeling fucking kind.
Can you get Zach to like wear a GoPro and just video your reaction throughout the game, and we'll put it on Noisy Neighbour YouTube channel?
Obviously, this is after the Europa League final, so part of me is hoping it's a bit of a celebration, win or lose against Villa. It's a, yay, we won the Europa sort of day.
But Alex, if you have lost, you are going to be like when Claude on AFTV at his peak. I want Zach stood outside with a GoPro looking at you. Daddy, what do you think of the game? It's time to fucking go.
It's time.
Forget all that shit I said about Amorim.
Yeah, I'll be on there, won't I? I'll be deleting the video. Delete the Amorim fucking stuff. Delete the shorts that I'll be posting tomorrow. But
imagine if I get a notification, Noisy Neighbour's gone live, and I'll be like, oh my God, what the fuck? He's lost his head.
Me like this in Old Trafford on Villa game. I think funny thing is just on the tickets for that. So bought the tickets today, right, for to take me and my son, and I'm on the checkout. I don't know if this is that bad or the club is even anticipating a gaff on Wednesday. It says you can add £5 to each ticket, which gives you free cancellation up to so many hours before the game, right? You get a refund, right? So I swear to God, I was buying them today, and I was on that £5, and I was like, if I do this, I'm accepting that we might lose to Tottenham. So I thought, no, I'm fully committing. We're not going to lose to Tottenham, and I'm taking Zach to the game on the Sunday, celebrating them walking around with Europa like this, with Amorim like doing 3-4-3 to fans and then middle finger. That's what I want on that Sunday.
You've really doubled down, haven't you? Oh, God.
So now, mate, look, just a bit of a funny story. Back to the top 6. I agree. I actually think you're going to draw Bournemouth, beat Fulham.
So you've gone opposite to me then.
I think you'll do it. But I actually think Bournemouth is the banana skin. They're
the better side. They're clearly the better side. But I was more thinking home advantage.
No, I take your point. I just think, look, regardless of what happens, Saturday's going to be a drain, isn't it? Emotionally, win or
Yeah,
lose.
definitely.
And I think that.
Yeah, it's something I maybe overlooked, to be fair. That's going to take a lot out.
2-day turnaround. You might have enough. If you win against Palace, you'll obviously be in a much better position. You'll have the adrenaline going in to that Bournemouth game. Go and do the business. But like I said, you lose Saturday. That Tuesday game,
it piles on. It piles on at that point.
It'll be so funny because you will be going into that. If you lose against Palace, you will be going into the Bournemouth watch along, fuming at 0-0, regardless of what happens.
The slightest mistouch from Rico Lewis, and I will be flying off the fucking handle.
Oh mate, you're gonna have a Ruben Diaz doll punching away if he balls us up on Saturday.
Fucking will, lad. I absolutely will.
You'll have a hit out on my Ajama. Right. So, yeah, look, I think it is going to be Arsenal, Newcastle, City, Chelsea, Villa. So exactly the order it's in now, but a lot tighter. I actually think that it'll be you, Chelsea, Villa on the same points. So your goal difference will get you in, and goal difference will get Chelsea in, and Villa will send Rashford back to Man United, which is great. So,
well, Alex, I don't even know if I sent you this. I don't think I did. I think it scarred me that much. I just didn't even want to enter into conversation because I knew you'd just laugh and wind me up.
Yeah.
But I saw this thing that City Extra posted, and it was that possibly, I think Rashford's brother was sat next to, was seen in a lot of conversation with one of our, I think it might have been Caldoon or someone like that. And they were like trying to, I don't know, insinuate a very rude idea of Marcus Rashford joining City. And I thought, God, we've already got wingers that don't really like scoring or doing anything productive once they get past the man. Are we going to fucking put another one in?
Just going back to our first video of the night, you were talking about how do we lure Florian Wirtz to the club. Just FYI, don't go and sign Marcus Rashford if you're on about luring Wirtz to the club, because he is not coming.
Oh, I'll tell you what though, Alex, he'd fit right in with the mantra at the moment, wouldn't he? Oh, he's at all the fights. God, him, Meyer and Diaz, they'd be on the front row of every fucking fight, everything.
Rashford and Ruben would be the bloody bombshells for Love Island in a couple of weeks.
Oh, mate, how have we turned into this? This is the shit I used to laugh at you lot for. Yeah. How's this become us?
The joke is, though, if we were just reasonably bad, like we normally are, like, say 5th, 6th, fodder, we'd be with you. We would be there competing with you. How good would that be? As it is, City have gone, shit, we're 4th, 5th this year, and United have gone, we're fucking 16th.
I honestly, and I laugh at United and I always wish for the worst possible league performances, but even I did not think it would go to this level. I did not think it would stoop this low, even looking at the squad.
Last year, the Ten Hag disaster season, we got 60 points.
Yeah.
City are on 65 now.
I know.
Okay, you could end up on 71, in fairness, if you win 2 out of 2. I wouldn't rule that out, but I'm just saying, like, if we just had last year was bad and we were on 60, if we just had a reasonably bad season, we would be in the mixer.
Yeah.
I mean, what was Ten Hag's first year? 22-23. United finished on 75 points. 75. Well, that's 4 more than City can mathematically get.
Yeah.
And I didn't think we were that good that year, but yeah. Plus 15 goal difference we were that year.
It's crazy. I mean, well, listen. So yeah, there are predictions. I'm quite relieved you have us in. To be fair, I thought you'd be on a bit of a wind up, but
I'm doing a Patrick. I'm picking the opposite open. It happens.
You are, yeah. I will say that game. I didn't really take that into consideration. The drain of the weekend, and I mean, I suppose you can put it both ways, can't you? You can never win in football because you go, if City win, they'll be on the piss. Which, to be fair, I know one bugger will be. He'll be on the piss either fucking way. I think we know who we're talking about there. But then again, I don't think he'll be in the squad for the last 2 games anyway, so it won't matter. He can do what he wants. But yeah, it does. I think it massively. If we lose that final, fuck me. Then it creates a situation where you might say my head will be down going into them games. What are the fucking players going to be like?
Well, that's it, mate. The emotional drain is real, isn't it? And it's unique, isn't it? Because normally the FA Cup is the curtain call on the season. I mean, the Europa League obviously is the Wednesday as well, so both of us have got a league game after our respective finals. And I am going to the league game after that, like I've just mentioned, so I'm really all in on this being a success.
Alex, how mad is this, right, when you think about it, that Man United are in a better position at this point in the season than Manchester City? Let me explain. Because you have to just beat Tottenham Hotspur, you get the trophy, a European trophy, which in my opinion is probably better than the FA Cup. I'd say it is. It's the lesser of the two, but probably is better than FA Cup. Then you've got Champions League football guaranteed. Whereas we need to win the FA Cup, and then we need to go and win 2 of our last cup finals as well. How have we ended up that we are in a worse situation than Man United, who have done just about a good enough job to stay in the fucking division? It's beyond annoying.
I've not even thought about that. That is just severely tickled me, because you're right. We have just got to beat Spurs. Look, I'm not saying it's a foregone, but it is 90 minutes in a stadium that we've just beat the home team 3-0 in, so I like to feel there's a bit of a good hoodoo there. And City, so for City to end the season with 1 trophy in Champions League qualification, they've got to win 3 out of 3, near enough. United to end the season with 1 trophy in Champions League qualification, they've just got to beat Tottenham next Wednesday.
Which, to be fair, to anyone else in the league, it'd be like Tottenham, no problem.
Yeah, saying that though, City would bloody lose to Tottenham.
I know we would. God, what is it with that club? Fuck me. I'm glad we're not playing them in the cup final, then it would be done.
So that's the thing. But I do think it's a really, really good point, a really funny one. So, yeah, man, look, Christ, I think we both hope we both do it, to be honest. I'll accept City winning 3 out of 3 if United win. Right?
And also, the 1+ for me, if you do win, I get to see maybe, well, because of the league, the way the Champions League does in this phase now, you will have to play the best team. The funniest thing, Alex, I watched the second half of Barca v Real Madrid. If you have to play Barcelona next year, oh my God. I mean, or PSG, but fuck me, the way Barcelona go for people. They were, at the end of the game, they're going for another goal, and they need to win the game. Right?
I assume you're not worried about the damage that Rasmus Højlund's going to cause on the counter-attack with that high line against Barca.
No, Alex, there's every part of my being that is not concerned of that whatsoever. So
I just hope he causes havoc against him. You know what I'd be saying to him? I remember this clip. Our granddad, I remember him saying this to me about George Best, and when he was playing in the, I think it was a Champions League game. I can't remember the team, so I'm not even going to attempt to guess.
Yeah.
United were playing in the Champions League, and this guy, basically, George Best was amazing. He was like the Messi of that era. And he basically, this guy was doing an interview, and he said, before the game, his manager said, your job is to take George Best out. This is before you got yellow cards for 2-footers in this era. Right? Yeah. So this guy was like, I was going in with the intention to basically injure George Best, right? And he said, I went to my manager, but what if I get sent off? And they went, they'll miss him more than we'll miss you. And honestly, right, I'm actually half thinking,
I know where you're going with it.
Do we just do this with Højlund and Romero and say, Rasmus, they will miss Romero more than we miss you, right? Go and wind him up, and we might even get to keep Rasmus on the pitch. Go and wind Romero up and get that guy sent off.
I know the joke is you won't even need to do anything. Romero will just twat him.
That's true, yeah. Romero might just do it on his own.
Romero will get that annoyed at him for missing chances because of how shit he is. He just bops him on the head.
I cannot believe him and Otamendi played a World Cup final, and that not only did they win, neither of them got sent off. What was Messi thinking in that tunnel? It's like, my fucking legacy's on the line here, and I've got Romero and Otamendi sharpening studs for France.
Otamendi as well. When we got rid of him, I mean, how much time had elapsed between us deciding Otamendi was an absolute clear liability and him playing in a World Cup final? It must have been about 5-6 years.
I think he's got a shot for next summer.
Where's he playing his football? Does he just not play club football anymore?
He's retired from club football. He's done it all different.
Yeah.
Mate, yeah. So just a light-hearted end to some detailed analysis.
To a possible dark ending season.
to City now, mate, we're going to be in that Champions League draw, me and you. I'm telling you right now, we're going to live stream it. We are going to, well, I say live stream it, don't matter because you're all in the... It's weird now because you all just get lumped in the one group, but it's the fixtures, isn't it? Do they tell you fixtures through a computer?
Oh, mate, they do, yeah, but I've got to be honest, I fucking didn't understand it last year. I tuned in, I just tuned out, and I thought, I'm just going to check at the end what Romano posts who we have to play.
Like you said, we're going to be low-seeded, so we might play 8 games, and 7 of them are against the fucking top dogs.
Yeah, you could be like Bayern, Barca, PSG... Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. Maybe next season the flip will be we'll lose every single Champions League game possible, regardless of what happens, and actually win some league games.
That wouldn't be that bad.
It wouldn't be that bad because we get the money.
Some good away days, and he actually picks up some form. But the other alternative and the more realistic option is that they get beaten every single game in the Champions League, and they get beaten every single game for the Prem.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Yeah, we actually get relegated somehow out of both.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get it. Let's get in that Champions League draw next week. Right. Christian, thanks for tonight. It's been good. Hope you've enjoyed it. Comment in there who's going to make top 6. Like, subscribe, as always. We've got the watch-alongs. Christian's told you, obviously, the 2 finals. Probably the league games either side as well. If we can jump on, we will. Join us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Christian, catch you on the next one. Laters.